Hey, everybody. Welcome to Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole. And my special guest today is my only son. He's my favorite son, Evan. Say hi, Evan.
Hi, Evan.
Very good. All right, so we're going to get started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And here's our intro. Keep you around. Hey, everybody, welcome. It's me and
Evan.
And we're here for Talks and Tea. I'm so excited because Evan agreed to come with me, and then I got really excited and decided that I would put on the same sweatshirt that he had. Twinsies! Okay, so to get started, Evan asked, what are we talking about? And I just read him like a little overview of what it is that we're going to be talking about today. If you're here joining us tonight, say hello in the comments. Tell us what you're drinking. Now, you all know it's Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole, but my son's favorite drink is not tea, but if you can see our mug, chocolate. I make a homemade chocolate soup, I call it, but a hot cocoa. And this is not the homemade one. This is store-bought. So I'm going to drink it, then I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to drink.
Why don't you have tea?
Because I show them that I drink.
But
this was originally my cup, so I pre-made it, and then he drank his.
And then I drank Brianna's.
Did you drink Grace's too?
Nah, she didn't like. She liked it, but yeah.
Okay. It's not hot anymore. We can warm it up later if it doesn't work. Okay, I'm taking my hoodie off. I told him I would put my hoodie on because he had on his hoodie. So tonight we're talking about moms of boys issues. We're talking about all things boys. Miss Valerie says, how cool, look at the sweatshirts. Yes. So every year, most years, I take them to the Spelman Morehouse homecoming with me, and we love getting free stuff there. So BET was out there last year because we did a virtual tailgate this year. And we got sweatshirts, hoodies. If it's Talks and Tea, you have to talk.
Well, I'm teeing right now.
Okay, so we're teeing. Yes, Valerie's another mom of boys. And she said mothers plus son equals bonds for life. So with Evan,
we're bonded for life. We're stuck like this.
Okay. So y'all, and this is so funny because, okay, I'll take it though. You give me all your love. Evan. Okay, no. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit. I asked him, what will we talk about? And he said, whatever you want to talk about. So I told him I want to talk about girls.
So you guys can put in the comments whatever you guys want to talk about, and we'll most definitely talk about it. I think I'm looking at the wrong camera. That's okay though.
Yeah, this is the camera you're looking. So wait, I can't pull up the topic.
It's Talks and Tea, and so we gotta interact with the people. Come on, Mom. Come on. This is so you know, guys. Don't be shy. Go in the comments, and all at once now. All right, because if you guys are crowding it.
Okay, so if you're joining us and you want to share with us, or you want us to share with you something that you, as a mom or as somebody in the life of a young person, especially a teenage boy, ask us questions. This is that opportunity. We've kind of transformed our conversations with kids, and conversations with kids met Talks and Tea, and they allowed me to only bring one child at a time because the three of them in one. Whew.
Let's just say the ending of the last Talks and Tea with our whatever it was kind of crazy.
It was. They always end up crazy. So I said, you know what? I'm going to bring y'all one at a time, and maybe that will allow you to have all the time you need to express yourself. So, Evan, tell me, if we can't talk, okay, we'll talk about girls later.
Okay.
Evan wants to talk about breeding animals. But before we lead into breeding animals, we're going to talk about how Evan, you've seen him on a few of these, and he has brought a few different pets that we have. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit about the pets we have and why he has them, and then we can go into that. What pets do we have?
Do you just cough?
I did. I had a scratch on my throat. So cough. Really? You live with me.
So, as you guys know, we have a snake, a tarantula.
They can't hear you well.
What are we talking about?
I'm your mother.
So So what we have snakes, tarantulas, geckos, dogs, sisters. We have all those pets, and so
turtles,
hedgehog. No, we don't have a hedgehog.
Evan wants to get rid of the hedgehog.
Yeah. So if you want a hedgehog, you guys go in the comments.
No, you have to say if you want a one-eyed hedgehog.
Yeah, what did it say?
That's right, Valerie. With COVID and the new pandemic, coughing is the new gunshot. Like, run for protection. Okay, go ahead, Evan.
And so the reason I have all this stuff is because I want to be a
the suspense is killing us.
A veterinarian. Yeah, an exotic pet veterinarian. And so to do that, you got to get no animals and stuff. And so that's what I did. I get a whole bunch of animals. But what I want to start doing to make some cash is I want to start selling snakes. So start breeding snakes and selling them, and maybe even start breeding some leopard geckos too. I see that looks pretty interesting.
You want to breed leopard geckos?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Get some more money. So if you want snake or gecko if you want.
Okay, so you want to do this. What have you done to prepare to do this?
So, funny you ask. So right now, I've started doing a lot of research and actually know everything I need to breed snakes. Like, I'm ready, but for some reason, somebody won't let us get a snake to start breeding. Look, last time I checked, you need 2 snakes to breed, but
we have one. I told them they have to wait. I have another goal that is going to come before us getting any more pets. And every time I say that, I promise you all another pet comes in this house. And the funny thing is, other than our dog, other than our dog and our turtle,
we didn't pay for
all of the other well, I know we didn't pay for any of them, but all of the other pets have been given to us by someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they couldn't take care of them or whatever. And so I firmly believe in you support the dreams of your children, and not just every whim, but when they truly start showing an interest in something that they really want to do, I really believe in supporting that. So for Evan, he is always like, when he wouldn't read, he would pick up bug encyclopedias, animal encyclopedias, like just for fun, but he wouldn't read regular books. Like, this was at a very young age.
I have this encyclopedia. It's like this thick. And I've read throughout just about the whole book, except for like the first part, which is like nano stuff. But like, I read just about the whole book, and it's like really interesting. But try to get me to go pick up Lord of the Flies.
We're gonna work on the Lord of Flies. But he also started liking Greek mythology. So we're going to take a quick little pivot, because that leads us to a really interesting thing. So Evan, at a young age, he didn't really care for reading. And other than reading, like bug books.
And comics. I loved comics.
Not yet. That's what I was going to get into. Oh. So you went from like not reading anything but a bug book. And then I knew he had to get stronger in his reading. And so what I did to incorporate it, we started with comic books, and then he went from bug books to comic books to what is the Greek mythology, and then all types of mythology. Like,
because So the way it had been, we used to be homeschooled, and so we had our own library. And so I was reading at the time. I was reading this graphic novel, and I was reading it. And one of the books that we were cleaning up, there was a fly. But one of the books we were cleaning up had the same name as the graphic novel I was reading, and so I was like, "Hey, it seems really interesting." So I read it, and turns out it was actually a really interesting series, which got me to read more. And so now I love reading.
Yeah, and so if you're a parent out there, especially for boys, if you have any kid, but if you have a boy that's out there and just isn't like a fan of reading, find that one thing that sparks his interest and then just kind of start exposing them. Like he picked one, but that's why he calls it a library. I bought every type of book imaginable, and he loved sports, so I bought a bunch of sports books, but he didn't like sports books. And so he just had to find what it was that he loved, and he did. And he buys series and series of like really thick books, and then he's a little nerdy about it now, which I love.
Yeah, I'm like maybe Evan can go and volunteer. Yes, I actually have been trying to do that, but with all the pandemic going around, it's kind of hard to get a job.
Yeah, because we're here in Birmingham, and the Birmingham Zoo used to have an internship for high school kids. And then every summer, we did it one summer. This summer, they didn't have it. But back in our well, we'll just call it home.
Yep.
Okay. In Gainesville, Florida.
Our second home.
He went to a bug camp.
Entomology camp.
We can't call it bug camp?
No, that's little kids. Entomology camp.
Okay. And it was really cool because one of the things about them, so he loves bugs and he's a wrestler and he played football. And so it was really cool because he found that balance of his nerdy side, his chill athletic side, and all of this.
But I found out the hard way, not every kid is cool and nerdy at the same time. Like I went to my entomology camp in Florida, and they were weird. The like that's the only way to put it. I hung out with the counselors.
So who was really weird?
Cause like I was weird because I wasn't weird. Like
so there you go.
Yeah.
So what made them weird?
Everything. Like these kids are out here letting bugs bite them. Like I don't do that. They can have that. And then these kids out here like playing Pokemon Go, like they just weird. And
see, you lost somebody.
I mean,
be nice, Evan.
I'm sorry. But yeah, and yeah, they were weird.
This sweatshirt is really hot, guys, but I'm gonna be twinsies as long as I can. Okay, so Evan, is it now an appropriate time to talk about girls?
Workouts? Oh, girls. Okay. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So
all right. So, me, I'm an athlete. I was kind of like a 2-sport athlete last year, and I might be next year if we stay here. I might go back to being a 2-sport athlete.
But you didn't want to stay here. You know what? Another side. Yeah. Never mind.
But either way, so I'm like I'm a 1.5 sport athlete. I got a lot of classes, and I'm in high school, and so you know what they say, but no.
What do they say? Boys and books don't mix.
No. Chicks and grades. I don't. All right. Either way, school and girls don't mix, and so gotta focus on your grades.
There's not any little girls that you're like, oh, she's attractive. She'd be nice to know.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of cute girls out there.
Why do you change your voice though?
When you you gotta focus on grades. Focus on the task at hand. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Gotta get the A's.
Yes.
Maybe junior year, maybe, but this year I gotta bring that GPA up.
So, what would you look for in a person that you would want to get to know as it relates to? Like,
Well, all right, personally. So you know the saying, "Never judge a book by its cover." That's a lie. All the books I read, they got a fire cover. If you will never catch me reading a book and the cover has rainbows and ladybugs on it. No.
so
If
random.
if the cover has a sword or like a really cool symbol and yeah,
You're reading
like
it.
come on. But so you know, looks matter.
So the packaging is important.
Yeah, like because I mean, you gotta like a girl because of her personality. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But she can't be an awesome personality girl and then be ugly. Like, I mean, I ain't even trying to there's somebody for you, but it's just not me. We can be friends. We can be best friends. You got the coolest person ever, but I mean,
Really?
come on.
You know what? But I'm not even going to totally hate on you. I do think I think you as a person should be attracted to who you date.
Girlfriends will always try to get close to your mom when they really like you.
I like that advice. Val said your girlfriends will always try to get close to your mom when they really like you. I love that you say that, Val, and especially being a mother of a son, because there's this thing out there about mama's boys that I think is out there that people really don't understand the bond between a mother and her son.
We're bonded.
and even sisters and brothers. Like, it is a big deal. And Evan has 2 sisters and me. And for many years of his life, I was a single mom. And he used to laugh because he was like, everybody's a girl, even the dog's a girl. But, I think with that, there comes a bond that I hope that the woman that you choose, the ladies you choose to date and the lady that you choose to marry, I'm praying on that right now that they are. I hear a lot of really good relationships that daughters and that women have with their in-laws. And then I hear some not so good ones. So I am praying that you find a good one, because Grace will take care of that if we don't. Grace don't play with her brother.
She beat me up.
She would, and her too. And I would approve it.
But yeah. No.
So okay, so you want to be attracted to the girl. You want a good personality. That's what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else are traits that you look for in somebody who you will eventually think about and consider getting to know a little more?
Well, I like as Michael Jackson said, as long as you my baby, it don't matter if you black or white. But Hispanics, they got a special place in my heart. That's all I gotta say.
But they still fall in that category of black and white. What is you talking about?
But still, they fall in the category of black, but still the name is Hispanic.
I don't like that you even say that, because I feel like that hits a lot with colorism, which I tell you all the time about. Like, and then you can find a girl that you may think looks Hispanic, and she could be as black as she want to be. Look at half your cousins. I don't like
my cousins are guys.
The girls. But I think that's an idea that I think other people tell you to do. I want you to find somebody. Actually, I don't want you to find somebody like me. I don't think I would like her. I get mad. Who does girl think she is? Okay. I know. I thought that was too funny. But I do think you have to be careful by saying, I want a Hispanic girl. Awkward silence. No comment?
Uncle Lawrence laughed, I think. Is that a laugh?
Yeah. Uncle Lawrence is laughing. Or he's smiling.
Oh. But she I like tall girls, but I also like short girls too, And you got them in between girls, like 5, 6. That's in between.
Well, you like tall girls because of your mother.
Yeah.
7 feet 11 inches right here. What about athletic girls?
No.
Oh, we have a question.
What's
Pause. Why no black girls?
What do you mean? I love black girls. I just said the Hispanics, they're black, right?
So you love, Lord. Ooh, you're getting some good things.
Yes.
Legs.
See, that's why you gotta get athletes, because athletes, they got the best legs.
Okay, hey Demetrius. But I agree with you, Demetrius. So that was one thing that is a good question.
What?
Black girls.
Yeah, I love black girls.
Okay. To date?
Me, yeah.
Okay, that's exactly who he's gonna get, a mix between his mother and sisters. I hope not, Valerie. That's gonna be so scary.
Don't put that on me. It's quarantine. Already got them with me too much. Can't spend my whole life with.
You are, but I hope you get a very lovely lady that we all accept, and that we like. What else? What other attributes do you look for in someone that you might want to date? And I think this is important because you're a teenage kid and a young man, and you don't always.
She has to be funny. If she's not funny,
Funny like what? Like corny funny, or like a comedian? Like she's gonna be straight up like Tiffany Haddish funny? Like
just funny. Like if you don't have a sense of humor, there's no fun. Like, especially dark humor, because dark humor is funny.
See, that's to y'all millennials.
I say to
each his own, but I have an issue when our black men only go for a specific ethnicity. This is Devin.
Oh,
I agree.
Well, Mr. Devin.
Miss Devin.
Oh,
Miss Devin.
Oh, my fault. I didn't see. Well, Miss Devin. You see, my either way, I don't just have I don't just go for a certain ethnicity. Like, I have a preference, but I don't discriminate. Like Michael Jackson said, as long as you my baby, it don't matter if you black or white or purple or green or yellow. All of them. I love them all. But that's just what I would prefer. Or that's just not even what I prefer. It's just what I look for most of the time. Like, most of my girlfriends in the past have been like Hispanic.
He done had a girlfriend, y'all. This is breaking news. Come. Hold up. Stop the press. What girlfriend?
What?
Turn around. Stop. Turn around. Your girlfriend's in the past?
Huh?
Why don't you talk to your mother?
You
okay, keep finishing. Finish answering Miss Devin's question. Were you done?
So, yeah.
Okay, so your girlfriends in the past, who? Name them.
You know.
What about the cute girl in the neighborhood?
Ooh.
She was black and she was dark skinned.
Who? Oh, you talking about downstairs? That lives here?
Around the Piper.
Oh, no. But nah.
Oh no, not her. I'm thinking. Okay, yeah.
But my North Carolina.
Yeah, he had some little friend. Oh, that's the old people talk. Their friend. Okay, yeah, Uncle Lawrence. You're right. He told on himself. He said plural. Now you're talking about. You remember the one?
Yeah, this is dirt under the bridge or water. Either way, which one?
Okay. So what do you think as a young man? Hold on. Devin. Oh, Tonya, these kids nowadays do things right under our noses. Girl, I know.
She knows about her. Like, I'm not sneaking. Like, come on now. I'm not.
You are so right. And Devin, that was the funny thing. So here I was thinking, I'm so open and my kids could talk to me. Yeah, I had a very rude awakening to that, especially with my oldest.
Oh,
no, not with
me.
You. Not with you. But you don't talk either.
I mean, that's because I have nothing to talk about. I'm focused on my grades. That's it. I have good grades.
Then maybe we should focus on something else.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I have good grades.
But I will tell you, Devin, for me, it was when I took a different, because I mean my feelings were hurt. I was big mad. My feelings were hurt. This is with my oldest daughter. And then I realized that I got to get out of my head thinking what I'm doing and just start opening up a little more and encouraging that if you can't talk to me, here's some people to talk to, go talk to somebody that is a responsible adult that may have ideas that align. Why you laugh at that? That's not
no. I just thinking back.
Huh?
I was just thinking of something in the past. They have now.
Hold on, let me show it.
My fault.
Instead of looking like
you can read it out.
They have no idea that we give the best advice because we know them. We do, but in the same breath, like I get there's some things that they will not talk to me about. And even like Brianna and I have always been close, and there was still a breakdown. Evan and I don't talk as much. And
we talk all the time.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, Evan, what's going on? Like, what's happening? And every now and then he will say something that's going on.
That's just every now and then something goes on. Like, that really happened. I live a normal life.
Yeah. I just hope he knows that he can't talk to me. And then as well with that, I've also been like, I don't expect you to be perfect. And so I don't know if that translates well for them because I do have high expectations of them. So I let them know I have high expectations, but I try to balance that with you won't be perfect and that's okay.
Like, the best way to learn by making mistakes.
No, that's not the best way to learn.
Yes, that is. Like, look, if you touch the fire, you're not going to touch the fire again.
But if I tell you it's hot, you can avoid touching the fire.
But what's the point in taking your word for it when you can just go and touch the fire? I mean, it's glowing.
Guys, pray for me because he's about to touch the fire. That's what he just said. So all this wonderful stuff that I'm saying, he's going to touch the fire.
I already touched the fire. Now,
what fire you done touched?
Fire. I touched fire.
We just need to have a serious talk, son.
No, we're talking about fire. There's nothing like it's fire.
Said, praying right now. Valerie said, y'all need a show. You can't imagine how many moms would love to have a relationship like this with their kids, open conversations. And Val, thank you so much. Like that's really the point of it. It's not to say, oh, this is perfect. It's not perfect. I do things that anger them and that they just don't understand. And they do things that anger me that I don't understand. And really it's a matter of, okay, but I still love you. And how do we move past it? Like, how can we still have conversations? How can we still enjoy one another's company? I know I get on their nerves. And there's some things that I just respond instantly without thinking about. And they're sitting there like, did she just flip like that? And then there's some things like unexpectedly, they're like, that didn't even make sense for her to handle that so calmly.
Yeah, like,
Talk about the wall.
So me, I've been cursed. Somebody just didn't like me. I must have bumped on them in the hallway, but they cursed me. I've been cursed. Like, it don't matter what I do. I walk into a room, something break. Walking down the hallway to get here, something just fell off the thing. That's what I said. It wasn't me. So either way, I'm chilling in the girls' room, right? It's just me and Brianna, we talking. And then I put a hole in their wall. I don't know how.
A hole.
She doesn't know how. But some way, my size 13 foot got stuck in their wall.
Stuck. And
so I pull my foot out. I'm sitting down for like an hour, just thinking what I'm gonna tell my mom. Like, I already know I'm dead. Like, I wrote my will, my tombstone ready. I picked out what kind of casket I want. I was ready. I go out there. I'm like, yo, Mom, I put a hole in their wall. She comes looking and she's like, okay, we got to get this fixed. Walks past, looks inside the bathroom. She goes off. Who in the world put a dishing rag in the bathroom?
Y'all know you don't play with kitchen rags. Kitchen rags have one place and one purpose. You don't clean with them. You don't wash with them. You don't do anything but cook with them because that's your food.
There's a hole in the wall.
But that was an accident versus an intentional disregard for the proper placement of the kitchen rag.
And then that's not it, right? Me, I'm chilling. I just ate me some Chipotle burrito, right? And so you already know, once you eat a burrito, you're going to have to go. And so I sit down on the toilet. You know, I handle my business. I get up. The toilet seat break.
Like the whole toilet seat, y'all.
I walk out. I'm holding the toilet seat. You got the seat in the back together. I come out, Mom, this happened. She's like, Evan, what? Then she turns, whose sock is this on the floor? Come on now, whose sock is this? My toilet is here, and you worried about my sock?
Again, accident versus an intentional disregard for the cleanliness of our home. And what I told him is, I was like, okay, you know that this happens. You know that you just randomly hold something and it shatters in your hands. Like, you know that this happens. So clean up after yourself. Like, come on, parents, give me some. I know that makes sense. Uncle Lauren says, mine went to college. Now I thank God he always needs something because I would otherwise not hear from him. Oh, well, I hope that's not the case. So, Evan, do you have plans for college after high school?
Yep. That's why I got to focus on my grades because I plan on going to Tuskegee College,
University.
Yeah, Tuskegee University, where I can stutter. Where I can farther my knowledge in veterinary medicine and, become an Omega. That's it.
That is a fantastic aspiration. And I love that you put out that you want to be an Omega. So all of y'all out there, get ready to haze my kid. This is a non-hazing organization. Just kidding. Get ready to welcome him to the brotherhood. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just wait for the awkward silence. Okay. But why Tuskegee?
Because they have an amazing veterinary, like they are the top producers of Black veterinarians, like great veterinarians, and they're also at HBCU. You got to go to HBCU, and my uncle went there too. So yeah.
And an HBCU is a historically Black college and university, which was a college or university that was created for the education of Black people prior.
I'm pretty sure these 4 people know what HBCU is.
Lots of people will be watching this.
More than just 4?
He's playing me, y'all. He is really playing me. First of all, we've had several people come in and out. And then over the course of the lifetime of this video, because it's playing on YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and Facebook. So it will be around forever.
My fault. Oh, and also because, Tuskegee was built from the brick up by students.
That's right. But you haven't finished the book.
But I know what I need to know.
So when I was homeschooling, actually before I homeschooled, I've always give them some sort of assignment or something.
You gave me this last year.
I know. And then afterwards, so my daughter had read Up from Slavery by Booker T. Washington, which talks about his involvement with the Tuskegee Institute, now Tuskegee University.
I didn't even get to that part in the book.
And now he was supposed to read it a year ago, but again, that struggle of trying to get him to read something that he
look,
not in love with.
Look, check this out. This book was straight out of slavery times. Like, when I tell you the pages were yellow, I don't even think they had a quill to write the words out. I'm looking at this.
I thought I gave you the new.
No, I said, version. What is this? What? Look,
it's a really.
Look, she gave me the new version. The new version was a black and white film. Like, I'm over here. What?
That was my classic version.
I'm
somewhere
like, what
around
is
here.
this?
Get it from right there. It's the green one.
This?
The thicker green one. Yep. See, this is a classic, y'all. So yes, it is old, but this is the Up from Slavery copy that I have. And so I don't know if you can see it a little bit. It's like typewriter print. and it's thicker than the regular version, but I have the regular printed one. But this is the one that I read when I was in high school, and I'm sure it was produced way before then. Oh, too funny. Shout out to Miss Powell. Apparently, I stole this from you because this is from Oak Grove Junior High School when you were the librarian. Shh. I hope nobody got in trouble. Actually, I hope Eddie got in trouble for it. All right. So, Evan,
Yes.
Is there anything else is there something that you want? Oh, wow.
What happened?
She got to meet 2 of the Black Tuskegee Airmen. That is an honor.
That is cool.
That's really cool. Is there anything that before we close that you just want parents, or you think that parents should know when they're parenting teenage sons?
Work them out. Always got to keep them active, because when they're young, they're full of energy. Like they're gonna be wall to wall to wall. Just give them stuff to do. Keep them always active. Work them out, because when they get older, trust me, they're gonna lose that energy fast. And so, make sure you put them all out while they're there, and then when they grow up, hopefully become young, strapping men.
I love it. And that's so funny that you say that, because when Evan was younger, Evan had so much energy. I mean, energy for days.
I was like, what's his name? From Looney Tunes?
Tasmanian Devil?
Yeah, I was like Tasmanian Devil.
I mean, like constant. And for the most part, I mean, it was just something that he was fine to me. To me, he was a kid, an active kid. And, you always get told as a parent, I feel like a lot of parents get told, oh, put him on medicine. Oh, get him tested and all of this stuff. But if my son could sit and focus on Legos, or if he can sit and focus on these things, it wasn't something that he needed to learn about focus. It was that he needed to grow out of being a kid. And so I really was an advocate for him to just be a kid. And when I tell you, it was so funny, I remember going back after a few years of living away, and someone who knew him when he was young saw him older, and they were like, do you have him on medicine? No, I let him be a kid. And then he grew up and he became a teenager that grew up and matured. And have you? But he's matured to his level where he is now. So for you parents out there, I'm not saying this for everyone. There will definitely be, your kid may have to have special services, but every kid does not fall in that category.
Yeah, I know some kids who had some ADHD medicine, and it was like they got put down with a tranquilizer, and people don't have your kids sleep in class. Them kids, zombies.
It's true. And I just refuse to have that for you. And I'm so thankful, because you would have been misdiagnosed, because it's not something that you just grow out of. But immaturity and growing levels in life definitely are things that you can grow out of. And so I'm happy I let you be a boy, as much as it drives me crazy. For 2 years, I pretended not to be afraid of bugs. And now he wants to be a bug scientist. Lawrence said, yeah, Ritalin had me drooling on myself. And maybe that's a conversation that we can talk about later, because Evan has had a lot of experiences, especially being a darker hue. I know he's not dark skinned, but a darker hue Black male. He has dealt with some things, and then being big, he was always a bigger kid, and then having energy. So he encountered quite a few different things within his life, and things that his sisters didn't have to, or will never have to, because people don't realize, but even amongst other people of color, depending on the darkness of your hue, can sometimes determine your skin color.
Say, what's hue? Can you spell that, please?
HUE.
For real?
Yeah.
Gotta focus on your grades, guys.
We had an incident I'm gonna tell it.
What
We
is
had
it?
an incident just a couple of weeks ago where Evan actually got treated differently than his sister on the exact, it was the exact same scenario. I mean, exact same scenario. It was the same class, and Evan got less treatment, and
For what?
Brianna was more kind of promoted of not doing the assignments or missing an assignment. I think it was like running a mile or something like that.
Oh, for
Mm-hmm. We're not going to put it out there because it was handled very nicely, but it was just that idea that he was treated differently. And, it's hurtful. And especially when they're two totally different kids, totally different. However, as a parent, I would really like to see that people, especially teachers, really focus in on the investment in the child, not just because of their personal biases or whatever. And in my same household, not two different teachers and two different classes and two different houses, in my one household, my two children both got treated differently by the exact same situation with the exact same teacher. So that's something very real that you do have to sometimes work with as a parent, and as a parent of a boy, and as a parent of a tall black boy. And
I'm short.
no, you're tall
No,
like me.
no, check this out, right? I thought I was doing something. I go to North Carolina. I'm 6'1". I'm looking down at everybody. I'm humongous. I go to school. I'm 6'1". I'm above height for my age.
You're in Alabama though.
I go to school. This is me. What's up, guys? You guys doing good?
Because we in Bama.
Like,
they feed them differently.
What?
Evan gained 60 pounds, 30 pounds,
50. I gained 50 pounds.
50 pounds in one school year. Because he was doing like the sports regimen that they had. When I tell you they build these boys different in Alabama.
Make them in a machine. I got to get my update just tomorrow. I'm telling you.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, and they were feeding them and then working them out. And it was like he thickened up. He was a little rail before then, but no more. No more. All right. So this is Toxin Tea with me, Tonya Nicole, and combined it with conversations with kids with my son, my middle child, my favorite son, Evan Christopher. And one of the things that we're going to be doing on Tuesdays, Toxin Tea will come. We may have a guest. It might be just me, but on Thursdays, I'm going to bring one of my three youngsters and maybe some extra ones here and there to have conversations with kids. And so I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, make sure you like this video, share this video.
Like and subscribe. Make sure you go down and like, and make sure you subscribe right.
If you're on YouTube,
make sure to subscribe right here.
And if you're not on YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel.
And look, go check out our previous video. Right.
But none of this, I think you're pointing wrong.
Go check out my previous video, our previous video. Right. No, right here.
And if you're interested, Evan is a stellar photographer and he takes pictures of nature.
I'm a professional photographer. I can take pictures of you too. I'm an amazing photographer.
Are you selling?
Yeah, yes. I mean,
okay, go ahead.
And if you want, guys, go check out our new merch right here.
Don't listen to anything he is saying. There is nothing here, there, or whatever. Like or subscribe.
And subscribe.
And subscribe to this video on YouTube or share it. And we'd love to hear more from you. Go ahead and go to TonyaNicoleFuel.com and find out what I'm all about, what we're all about. Is that it?
Yeah. And check me out on Instagram at easy_Evan. I have a lot of photography photos, so, you know.
EZ, right?
Yeah, just the letters. easy_Evan. And yeah, go check me out.
Yeah, check out his photography. It is pretty awesome. If you see a lot of the posts and memes, they're usually his pictures, and he takes a lot of really cool nature shots that you wouldn't expect a teenager to be taking. But
yeah, just take him with a regular iPhone too. No.
Yeah, he's saving up for a camera. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
This has been Toxin Tea with me, Tonya Nicole, and my very special guest, my favorite son,
Evan.
Peace.
You gotta stay still.
Yes.
Like